Shalom, 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 Israel, giving all praise to Yahweh, by Shemel Shah, by Shemel Kakadash, the honor to the apostles, the elders, GMS, Ruwa, say, teach to Akim out there, push his word, truth, for Syria, risk and freedom, you like to do so, most not than ever before, for we are close to the end. As you can see, man, tensions are rising to the top, and it's not going to slow down anytime soon. Again, the war's back on, man, the war's back on. As you see from the title, NBC is reporting on it. Iran and U.S. trade new strikes as Trump dismisses pressure to end war. And it says, a U.S. official said American forces in Kuwait were the suspected target of the Iranian missile attack Thursday, the second military clash in days. So, the war's back on, baby. So I'm going to play this video, get a couple scriptures, and we close it.
To end the war that has killed more than 1,000 Iranians, 13 Americans, and sent oil prices soaring. A senior Arab official directly involved in ceasefire talks tells NBC News tonight negotiators from both Iran and the U.S. have agreed to a deal and are now awaiting final sign-off from Iran's top leaders and President Trump.
You have a very short window for doing anything having to do with war. But I don't view that window. I view it, I have to do what's right.
The deal, the official said, was reached 3 days ago in Doha, Qatar, but has yet to become official. According to a draft released by Iranian media, the agreement would open the Strait of Hormuz and extend the ceasefire for 60 days. And then negotiations would begin over Iran's nuclear program to reach a long-term agreement. But time isn't helping. The deal nearly broke down twice this week, with Iran and the U.S. exchanging fire near the Strait of Hormuz. The latest clashes coming early this morning when Iran launched a ballistic missile at a U.S. base in Kuwait in response, Iran says, to an American strike on a command and control site in southern Iran. Kuwaiti air defenses shot down the incoming missile before it reached the American base. But the death toll is rising in Lebanon. Israel today carried out major strikes against Hezbollah in Beirut and Tyre. The Israeli military has ordered Lebanese civilians to evacuate from 17% of the country, declaring it a military zone.
Richard joins us now live. Richard, you mentioned in your report the deal has to be signed off on by Iran's top leaders. With so much uncertainty because so many leaders were killed there, do we know who that is?
We don't exactly, and there's some uncertainty about it. In theory, it's the new supreme leader, but he hasn't been seen in public since the war began, since the U.S. and Israel killed his father, the last supreme leader. The Speaker of Iran's parliament has been playing a leading role in negotiations, and the Revolutionary Guard are calling a lot of the shots in Iran. So it would likely be a combination of all three. Tom?
Stunning new revelation.
Yeah, man. War's back on. So, 2nd Ezra, 16th chapter, 5th verse. I start at 4. A fire is sent among you, and who shall quench? I'll start at 2. Gird up yourselves with clothes of sack and hair, bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. And this is what the scriptures say, man. You know. Let's start at, let me see, verse 1. Yeah, because we got to get context. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria, man. So essentially the whole world. A sword is sent upon, So verse 3, the destruction that's in hand, man. This war is going to bring a lot of calamities. Famine, destruction, civil war, class wars, race wars. It's all going to culminate from this war. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? If fire is sent among you, and who should quench it? Right? They talk about peace negotiations and peace talks and oil prices dropping low. No, man, that thing is nobody's gonna stop this. Nobody's gonna stop it. It's only gonna further accelerate from here on out. If fire is sent among you, who may quench it? Verse 5: plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? Right? Who's going to drive away these plagues, man? Nobody, man. The Most High sent these plagues. He's going to send these plagues as a time for judgment, man. The world is exceedingly polluted with evil. So this is the time of judgment. It said, may any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may any quench the fire in the stubble when it have begun to burn? No, you can't drive away a hungry lion. He's going to eat. And once you light fire in stubble or hay, it burns quickly. You can't stop it, you know. May one turn again the arrow that is shot from a strong archer? No, you can't. Once it's shot off, it's gone. It's the point of no return. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? So we back in war. It's not gonna calm down. As you can see from the NBC News, man, it says Iran fired a missile at an American air base in Kuwait on Thursday, just hours after the United States attacked the Islamic Republic, with both sides accusing the other of violating their shaky ceasefire and further imperiling diplomatic efforts to end the war. So obviously, man, the ceasefire agreement is about to be thrown out, and war's gonna continue. And if you notice about last week, and I meant to do a video on it, China met with Trump, and he pretty much, rumored that he told Trump, be careful about continuing this war with Iran, because if they do, they might have to answer to China. So it looks like we might have, it'll be a full-scale war with China and Russia. All right, and other countries getting involved, according to Joel, the 3rd chapter. Let's read a little bit more. Kuwait shot down a ballistic missile. The American and Kuwaiti military said no damage or casualty was reported. That's a lie. Of course, it's not reported because it's a lot more. It's a lot of casualties they're not going to report, all right? It says a U.S. official said that American forces in Kuwait were a suspected target. Iran said it had targeted a U.S. base responsible for strikes late Wednesday in Bandar Abbas, an Iranian port city near the Strait of Hormuz. Kuwait's Foreign Affairs Ministry denounced what it called heinous Iranian attacks on its territory, while Iran's Deputy Foreign Minister Kazem Garibabadi said U.S. attacks were provocation that certainly constitute a violation of the ceasefire. So, again, there is no peace unto the wicked. Ezekiel 33 and verse 33 says, when this cometh to pass, Lord will come, then shall I know that a prophet has been amongst them. Right. And we've been saying that Israel, Iran is going to have a direct conflict, and that's going to bring America into it. Now we're at the time where we see this taking place. And you people out there are going to know and realize that we were really the prophets that were sent to warn the people. All right? And this is Joel 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. I jump down to 12. Let the heathen be wakened, come to the valley of Jehoshaphat, Jehoshaphat, which is in the Middle East, in that region over there. Because all nations are going to get involved via this oil thing, man. The oil is what controls the world. And they have no choice but to get involved with this war. So they're going to go down to that region to fight. Whether you're fighting with ally of America's side, Babylon the Great, or you ally with Iran. You're going to have to pick a side very soon. Which we believe that NATO is going to join to help America. But then they're going to turn their arrows against Babylon the Great because they're going to realize that America is the reason why their country is being destroyed. So it says, verse 12, I'll read it again. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I set to judge all the heathen round about, and the Most High is about to make a major judgment on earth. So hopefully he has mercy on us, on me, you brothers and sisters, that turn to him sincerely. He got us and have mercy upon us in these last times. So again, this war is back on. Let's see what happens within the next couple of days. Don't be surprised if gas prices increase within the next 2 weeks to a month from now. It's going to go through the roof. So be on the lookout for that. With that, I want to give up praise to Yahweh Bashim El Shah, Bashim Kagadas, the one The one said apostles, elders, G. Mr. Ruel, say, teach to Hakim. Till next time. Shalom.